G'day and welcome back for more Mission Improbable, and today I would really like to try and make some progress on this building, and that's going to require me getting some more steel plate. So step one is fly on over to the safe zone and see if they have... Flying over to the safe zone? I'm at the station. I've got safe zone in my head because I've been able to make the safe zone almost invisible. You can see it when there's weather and you can kind of get a little bit of an effect as you cross the boundary. But it is almost invisible, and that makes me happy. Because I really wanted it to be invisible. The distortions that were happening around the station were not great, and thank you to Mooncube for helping me get that sorted. Let's have a look at our contract salvage. I want to find something that's close. Like, it needs to actually be genuinely close. Nothing's close! Alright, so that plan's out the window. With 19.5 million, how much was the ship I was after? Was it the 20 or the 40? I think it was the 20. So I could try and finish some of my acquisition contracts. In fact, I could see if there's another acquisition contract for maybe some more magnesium. Acquisition contracts. We have... Yeah, I'll take the iron one, that's a bit of extra cash. Alright, we apparently don't really have any acquisition contracts to do. Oh well. But, that's fine. We'll come back here in a few minutes and there'll be new ones. And see if there's a salvage nearer. But what I'm thinking I need to do, since the salvage isn't that close, is I probably need to be going down a different path in order to get this base finished. Because I've got kind of two paths I can go down. I can go down the salvage path, which is a good way of getting resources, but mostly it's a good way of getting this list checked off. But if I manage to get an assembler, then I can just mine iron and make all the steel plate that I need for this, which is probably a quicker way of getting steel plate, realistically. Unfortunately, the wrecks that I did mark with my GPS, they're all quite a distance away. 56 kilometers and 35 kilometers. That's just too far for me to drive. So, what do I need to do? I could try and just start driving around and hope I stumble upon things and drive towards some of the things that are a long way away. The wrecks that I've got around the place, like the two wrecks that I marked last time, which are 35 and like 56 kilometers away. So they're still quite a distance. Or I can focus on the magnesium. And if I focus on the magnesium, I might be able to get enough money, because I don't need too much more. I've got 19.5 million. I should be able to buy myself a ship, and then I can do these salvage runs no matter how far away they are. So if I've got a large grid ship that I can grind stuff into, then I can go and collect it all. Before I do that though, I am going to go and collect myself some more magnesium to have refined, because still need lots of it. And I also need to get a little bit of silicon, because I've got a couple of acquisition contracts that require me to have a bit of silicon. Both ore and ingot, or wafer. One of the things with this miner and having to collect so much magnesium that I was thinking about last time was setting up some sort of fixed mining rig here. But that doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. What might make more sense, and was suggested a few times, is perhaps making a vehicle that can carry the miner, so I can have shorter trips, because the 10-kilometer round trip to collect a load of ore, especially when that load of ore is only 2 drills, a cockpit, a connector, and a medium cargo container, it'd be much nicer if I could drive a heavy vehicle over here, or even fly a heavy vehicle over here. Something that's big enough to maybe do some salvage runs. Fly that over here, and then just do the mining with the mining ship. You might kind of then rightly ask, well, why not make the flying thing into your mining ship and have it also be your salvage ship? And largely because first person only, although I say that while I'm doing this from spectator cam, because it's kind of interesting and it's fun to watch an open cut mine be made. First person only in a very large mining ship. I'm kind of terrified of mining like that. But also, I kind of like the idea of having a separated carrying ship and a little mining thing that I use to collect off the side of it. That's an appealing concept to me. It's also kind of lines up with something else that I'm trying to avoid doing, which is I don't want to use... Like, I don't want to build a base over here or even a rover that has refineries on it. Because what I want is vehicles to have their own individual purpose, their own individual identity that gives reason for them to exist. Because if you have a do-everything vehicle, it kind of makes it hard to have other vehicles that do interesting stuff too. I'd much rather keep the refineries to just my base to avoid exactly that outcome. How much silicon is that? Oh, I'll get a little bit more. I should probably set up some sort of ejector system on this as soon as I remember to do so. But yeah, I'm thinking now, I wonder if I've got enough parts, and I wonder if I only need like one more wreck to build myself an atmospheric heavy lifter. Because I have torn apart a few atmospheric thrusters in large grid. I'm guessing the answer is no, but I'm wondering if I could get enough materials. I'm wondering how short I am of that. So there's a part of me that thinks it's probably not that, I'm probably not that far off. And that maybe that would be a more fun option than just buying one that does it. Especially since it's not really a role that I've built for before. Actually, you know what? Ow. Of course that had to happen. No, don't do it again. What I'm now thinking, I'm gonna go buy that ship. That's gonna be my salvage run ship. But I want to build a rover to do my mining runs. Because the mining runs need a lot more mass. The salvage runs, I'll only be picking up a single ship, come back, single ship, come back, single ship, come back. Usually, maybe I'll pick up a couple, but the fact that I can fit a single ship in just two of these modular cargo containers, which is, you know, less than 2 small cargo containers, says that in large grid, for salvaging, I'm not going to need much. But for mining, I'm still probably going to want big containers. So, what could I do to make a mining support vehicle? And I want to make it in large grid, which is going to be an interesting test of scale. So what resources do I have right now? Oof, I do not have enough steel plate for this. Let's check if there's a salvage run. 89, oh. 46 is the closest. That's so far. Don't wanna. Finishing up a few of these tiny contracts, see how much it pushes my earnings up. Oh, what? How much iron am I short? Oh, you're kidding me. I must be a couple of kilograms of iron short. Arrgh. Alright. With those finished, that'll take me up to just shy of 20. And I'm hoping that we'll then have a refresh and I'll have a close salvage, so then I can try and build this vehicle that I want to build. Okay, come on. Better refresh the... no. Looking at the earnings, I just know. 42, 41. It's all about distance. The further I have to go, the more I get paid. I'm tempted to see if all these three are in the same direction, because they're all about 40 kilometers. And if they are all in the same direction, that might actually be a trip worth making. Do I do it? Ah, what the heck. Let's take them. 1, 2, 3. So those two are actually probably reasonably close to one another. Alright, well, 42 kilometers, that's a very long way to drive. Let's see how much I can actually make of this smaller, large... oh, do I have to make it large grid? Maybe I could make my crawler vehicle out of small grid. I'm standing around faffing and I'm trying to think through what I'm doing here, but it's not getting anywhere, so let's just start building something. I'll build it off here, because we're gonna go a large grid wheeled vehicle for the carrying for the ore. And in a pinch, I can use it to go out and scavenge those 2 wrecks. So, large grid wheeled vehicle. We're gonna want 3x3s, because the 5x5s just don't have enough torque. And also, I probably don't have the materials to make something that needs 5x5s. I'm gonna go with 8 wheels. We'll go, yeah, 5 between 7. That can be too long. That'll probably be fine. So what I'm thinking with this vehicle is to kind of design it a bit more like a cargo ship, as in a modern day cargo ship. So where I would often put my bridge or my controls up the front of the vehicle, what I'm actually going to do is build a cockpit up here at the back so I can see the whole vehicle where I'm driving from. Because I think a high driving position like this, if I'm in like an industrial cockpit or even in a bridge, custom bridge with like glass around it, that's going to be a pretty good driving position. I'm going to be able to see the vehicle, I'm going to be able to see the miner on top, all that sort of stuff. And that hopefully will work pretty well. So how many batteries do I have the parts for? I've got 250, so I can make 3 batteries. I'm gonna have to sketch this thing out very loosely and not weld up any of it. So I probably will try and avoid doing too much in the way of styling for now. Let's just get something that can actually drive, has some solid cargo space, and can carry the miner without the miner obstructing the pilot's line of sight. Yeah, I think this would be a good spot for a cockpit. I think I might actually just go with a cockpit. So I'll go a door, and I'll just stick a cockpit straight on it like that. For now. This is going to be the most ugly thing, but I just want to make something that can work, and I don't have enough parts. And this is going to be my means to get more. There we go, we have a cockpit. Now, batteries. Let's get you 3 made, so I can get you charged off those wind turbines. Oh, just had a thought. I need to have a ladder somewhere on this, so I can get back on board if I've run out of hydrogen. That bridge location and that little stalk, that's not gonna last, don't worry. As soon as I feel like I've got enough steel plate to actually make these things, I will be doing it properly. This should hopefully be the only trip I do with this ridiculously hideous thing. Okay, so we've got plenty of power. Now, can I make 4 of these wheels? So I should only need 4 of them unless I load this thing up really heavily. And then I can try and get the rest of them after I do my first run. See, there we go. I've run out of steel plate already. Nuts. Got the suspensions made, but I actually need the wheels, and the wheels are... Ugh. Still quite a bit more steel plate. I could take it out of this building, which I think I might do. Or I could see if it's for sale, actually. Just lock this down in case it is. So I can also check for another salvage run that's nearby. 29 kilometers away, 36. Well, since we've gone for the big vehicle that's going to be potentially useful for a salvage run, I'm going to get all the short ones. Check the store, and no steel plate. Oh yeah, look at that. 30, 36, 40, like I could start there and work my way along through those 4 without too much trouble. So yeah. Gonna need to steal some bits from the building to get this done, but come back with all the bits to repair stuff. Excellent. I was just popping in here to check the contracts, and I realized I should probably buy the medical components for all those clone base. Clone base? I'm already calling the cryo tubes clone base. For all the cryo tubes. Because I kind of need to make sure that I've got enough of them. Can I... Small grid cargo container. So I've got... That's 9. I need to get at least another 9. But we'll buy 12 just in case. Cool. They're expensive, but just while I'm remembering to buy them. Oh, and speaking of medical stuff. Inbound. Medical kits? No. Because I should probably keep some of them in every single one of my cockpits as a safety net. I think I'm going to largely ignore the potential of farming because I can buy the food. And that's honestly just so much easier. I'll only change my opinion on that if it turns out that I need actually quite a bit of food for the clones. All right, back to stealing the steel from the walls, because I have not had any luck in finding another source. I could, I suppose... Oh! Hold up. Can I get this close enough that I could use the repair thing on it? I was thinking large grid, so I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to get this close enough, but I actually might be able to. All I need is probably 2 of the wheels made so that I can drive and steer. If I can get close enough, I might be able to just buy the rest of the bits for this. And if I can't, I can possibly buy steel plate. Yes! I can buy steel plate by basically carrying a block in there that's unbuilt, like a blast door block or something, getting it finished, and then bringing it back out. Buy 100 steel plate to go. Though, I probably need a more efficient way of doing that if I'm going to do that. Anyway, let's test this out. Well, certainly seems to be a pretty decent driving position. Happy enough with this. I am not happy with the fact that the wheels are failing to do anything. I think the suspensions are a little too strong. Yeah, I can barely get any steer with these wheels. Alright, but I can get enough. Oh, I hope this works. There you go, you can see the safe zone now that we're in bad weather. So it is still there, it's just not visible most of the time. And honestly, I'm kind of tempted to play like this all the time with safe zones. Okay, are you gonna let me repair? Static grid, generate repair quote. Ooh, pricey, but I'll take it. Hey! It's done! Oh yeah. Okay, I don't want to reverse this thing because I can't see where I'm going. I'm gonna need some big mirrors on this thing. This is a pretty good driving position though. Alright, sweet. Since I can do the repairs, this makes everything so much easier. All I gotta do is place down all the blocks I want, go in there and buy them. So that means I can do this. Get a battery in there. Get another battery in there. What else do I need? For the moment, I suppose I just need cargo. And then this thing's technically functional for what I'm planning on using it for right now. Which is going out to get those salvage contracts. Oh, now that I've done this, I'm kind of like, well, now you have to build it all properly. But I also want to go out and collect the bits rather than just using the instant build, because it feels... I don't know. I feel like I'm taking away some of the fun of the game that I like by utilizing the repair too much. Yeah, I think I am. Let's try and get some cargo on here. What cargo should I put on here? I'm thinking maybe some big old bulk cargoes. It's almost the right size to get 2 of these on. But if I do that, can I actually even see? No. I'm nowhere near tall enough to see now. Oh. Okay. So let's not do that. That's a bad plan. Let's broaden this out. I'm just kind of curious how tall. It needs to go like at least up at this sort of height then. Oh man, it's the same height as the building then. That's that point. Nah, we're going. Man, large grid scale. I always forget. There's like a part of my brain that just refuses to accept that large grid is by volume. What is it? 125 times larger than small grid? Because it's 5 by 5 by 5. And that's a big, big difference. I think for this first iteration, we're going to go really low, and we'll just go small cargoes down the side, and we'll do something with maybe like with a nice structural platform. And with that, I've got the equivalent of 12 small grid large cargo containers, a landing spot, and yeah, that should be enough. Man, I overbuilt this thing. I made it way too big. Oh boy. You can tell that I do not build non-base replacement large grid things. So I went way too big. I might need to trim this down. I'm gonna stick with it for now. I'm gonna get it all built up. I'm just gonna use it like this. Go out and collect some of those missions. Generate repair quote, another 2 million. Done. Now let's see if I can get some more salvage missions that might repay some of that, alongside all the components that I'm going to get. Okay, so what do I need to bring with me? An oxygen bottle. Oh. I don't have any ice. I do have an oxygen tank on here though. So I've got an oxygen bottle, I've got a hydrogen bottle, I've got food. I'm good. Give myself a med kit, then I'll get my health back up. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm not bringing the mining ship because I don't actually need it for this run. Because this isn't going to be going off to mine. This is going to be driving very long distances. And if I leave the pad clear and I end up somewhere near Fraser Station, then I could pick up the Dragonfly and just lock it to the deck. So, where am I going to first? I think I've got to go to the 29 kilometer. And then I probably need to go to that one next. And then come back around. Yeah. I'll just I'll do this in the way that requires the least thought. And I'm just going to go to whichever one is closest next. So 29.2 kilometers. Here. Where we go. Oh, I didn't make a gyroscope. I didn't. I need to be a little bit cautious with my speed. With no gyro. I have so much power on board this, even though I didn't actually really charge those batteries at all. I think that's just the wheels just doing their thing and making noise. I don't see anything bad going on down there. I'm hoping one of these first wrecks is going to contain some atmospheric thrusters. Because if it does, I'm going to add them to this as lift thrust. So I can do some like cheeky helicopter style flight if there are any particularly bad bits of terrain. Thrusters off the rest of the time, just cruising on the wheels. But if there are bad bits of terrain where the width of this rover is a problem, having the ability to do a quick little hop could be very, very handy. Something else this is going to need when I have the chance to put it on, and when I'm turning this into the mining hauler rather than the wreck collector, is an ore detector. Oh, and when this becomes the mining hauler, I'm going to scrap any thrusters that I put on it. Because that's just for this trip that I think that would be useful. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized I forgot to put the ladder on. I even mentioned it. I even thought about it. I still didn't do it. I am way too far down the road to not keep going. But I forgot. I should really probably slow down, but I'm also aware of just how far I'm going to have to go. And and the wheels are in pretty good positions for these landings. Just as long as I don't flip too far. Which would need a really big jump. Is it in behind that hill? It might be. My sense of scale is a bit warped when I'm at a small grid. Okay, and we're here. What do we have this time? A lot missing from a ship. Okay, save jetpack. Don't use it unless I absolutely have to. Ooh. This is different. This is quite different. Big hydrogen thrusters. Still apparently some hydrogen on board. Cool. One of the advantages of going small cargoes is now I've got a ton of spots that I can dump cargo into. Oh, there's something... there's radiation in there. That means it's got a reactor. I was about to complain that there's radiation in it, but that's actually good. Let's try and get these ladders done just in case. Oh no, I should have brought the miner. I could have used it to transfer blocks onto here. As it is, if I want to get fuel across, I'm going to need to build a tank. I didn't think through that part. Whoops. Oh, got a jump drive too. That's going to be nice, because that's the second one of those I've found, I think. Yeah, it is. So I should potentially have most of the critical parts to make one myself. Gravity components, superconductors, that sort of stuff. I'm so glad I didn't come out here with the small grid rover. The jalopy just did not have the cargo capacity for this. Keep an eye on that radiation. So there's the big tank. An event controller there. Oh. Just damaged the jar. Oh, there's the reactor. Found it. Ow, 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 ow. Let's let my radiation drop a little bit before I head back in. Then I can get in there, grind it down, and get rid of the radiation. And there goes reactor from the list. Hooray! No more radiation. Excellent. Batteries. I suppose I should hack one of these blocks and have a look what's in this ship. See if there are any other blocks that I need. Broadcast controllers, conduits, gyroscope, more hydrogen tanks, lots of thrusters, tropholites, and batteries. And there's a camera. Oh, I can officially use cameras properly now. Sweet. I'm gonna need to build a ramp to get up top. Grinding this from underneath is terrifying. I feel like I'm about to drop the whole wreck on my head. So I'm thinking about the fuel tank on here, and I definitely want to get some of it onto my truck, but I don't think I want to put a large tank on my truck because it'll just kind of get in the way. Like literally in the way of me seeing where I'm going. So it'll potentially be more harm than cause more harm than help. I suppose if I put 2 or maybe even 4 little hydrogen tanks on, that's a lot of hydrogen to bring home that I then don't have to process myself. I mean, it's not that hard to process hydrogen, but it is a bit annoying. There we go, we've got a ladder on the back. That makes me feel a lot less worried about the hydrogen situation. I wasn't super worried about it because I can already just do this. Cut off the conveyor cap. Back the tank. And pop a bottle in. There we go, nice and full. Cool. Now that I know I can do that, I'm gonna use my jetpack for grinding this down because it makes it so much easier. Aha! There's the camera. Wasn't gonna feel right about giving myself cameras until I'd actually seen the thing. Now I reckon between all of these hydrogen thrusters on this thing,
inventory full.
I've got a pretty good chance of being able to add a gyroscope to my truck. I think that's sticking out the front a fair bit. And then I reckon if I put an inset connector on there, I might be able to get them to hook up. Now with 250 tons behind me, I just need to make sure I don't smash these two together too hard. Okay, and wheels. And lock. Sweet, done. Now I just got to build the tanks, and I can offload all the fuel. There we go, we've started to run out of bits, which means I'm just going to take what I've got and be happy with it. Which will be those 3 tanks, 4 in a second. Because once I drag off enough to these ones, I'll be able to grind down one of the existing ones over here. And I may have, worryingly, not left myself enough bits for this gyroscope. Oh no, I should be okay. I think. I was worried I didn't leave myself with enough computers, but I've got the rest of that stuff. Oh, I'm a large steel tube short. I'm gonna grind down one of these. These guys will have them though. Yep. Cool. Got the tanks and got the gyro. That was a pretty solid haul. 4 tanks worth of fuel. Managed to get myself reactors unlocked. Got a bunch more steel plate and things. Gyro on this rover. It's a fairly expensive piece to manage to get.
Inventory.
Now obviously I could have kept building a couple more of these tanks. Maybe 1 more of these tanks with the parts from the 2 tanks that I ground down.
Full.
But I'm just really not that worried about getting the last little bits. I'd prefer to focus on the win that I had, which is I've now got all of this fuel in those 4 tanks, which I didn't have before, than focus on the things that I could have had that I don't have. And what I do have now is a rover that is in a much better position to keep traversing all of this terrain. Because the gyroscope has actually a fair bit of power. Where to next? So I've now got to turn off this research, this salvage site, And I kind of wish these would go away once you pick up the objective thing. Because I just know if I don't turn these off as I go along, I'm going to end up going back to one of these locations. There we are. There we are. Perfect. Got 25 kilometers that way. Got 20, 27, and 39 that way. So yeah, that was the other one that I'm half tempted to ignore it and just go to the other 3 and just accept that 4 is going to be enough. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I can go to that one when I can fly. I am also going to get rid of my proboscis. Oh, is it sticking up? No, it's not really a problem. I'll leave it. Might be able to use it for something. A future wreck. Oh, I feel it. Feel how much heavy this is. Always get excited when I see a white signal show up. This is not one to be excited about. Although, I was told that apparently the sites like that you do become friendly with, they have loot in some of the containers that's accessible if you're friendly enough with them. So I mean, at least you get something from them if you're willing to steal from the companies that you're most friendly with. Feels weird, man. And those rough patches, they really mean nothing at this scale. There it is, just over the hill there. Not far to go. Oh, wait. Okay. That's bad. Tank. Come on. Tanks. Refill bottles. Give me the bottle back. Gotta go. Where's home? Which way's home? Here's the station. Where are you? This way. Off we go. I have 22 oxygen remaining. This is bad. I have 42 kilometers to fly. I have no idea if this is gonna get me far enough. Eat something. That. Oh no. I'm just trying to get my health up as much as I can to try and give myself a little bit of extra buffer. That's why I ate just then. I've got a jetpack, 42 kilometers. I've made a GPS where the thing is. I filled up my bottle. Hopefully the hydrogen lasts, but I'm more worried that my oxygen's not gonna last. I got 20 remaining to travel 38 and a bit kilometers. Oh man, this could be the end. This could actually be the end. I don't have a clone. I have no way to recover from this.
Meteor storm inbound.
Man, it'd be hilarious if I got hit by a meteor was just out of my suit. Like, as stressed as I am right now, that would be a hilariously unlikely way to end things. 18 remaining, 34 kilometers. Oh no, what have I done? I came out here with a bottle. Oxygen bottles normally last so long. Completely just it didn't even cross my mind. Now I'm wondering if I made the right call flying back. Would it have been better to chance it and hope that I found an ice deposit and built an O2H2 gen super quickly? I don't know. That's what I'll probably have to do when I fly back, assuming I make it. But that would have required that would have been heavily reliant on just sheer dumb luck of stumbling on ice straight off the bat. Oh man, this is bad. Come on. 28.3 kilometers. 14 oxygen remaining. Come on, am I flying forward enough? 13 remaining. Oh, oh no, what have I done? What have I done? This is so bad. Oh man. Oh man, am I actually gonna make it? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I was 40 something kilometers when I had, what was it? Was it 20 or 22 when I started this? So if it was 22, I'm halfway through my oxygen and I'm not halfway there yet. Oh no. I didn't remember. I don't remember how far I've traveled on 10 oxygen. I think I've got to aim for the safe zone and aim for the refill station. Because the alternative is to aim for the cryo tube. Because with the cryo tube, all I gotta do is get inside. But it's a smaller target and I can't hit it at 100 meters a second, whereas I can hit the safe zone at 100 meters a second. Oh man. 18.5 kilometers to go. Eight oxygen remaining. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 7. I need my old survival impossible on-screen warning when my oxygen was getting low. Ah, that's why someone made that mod for me, because I'm so bad at paying attention to my HUD. 6. 14 kilometers. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is gonna be so close if I manage to pull this off, or so close if I fail. It's gonna be 1. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 4, 11 kilometers to go. 3, 9.3 kilometers to go. Oh no, I'm gonna be a couple of kilometers out when I run out. I gotta hope my health lasts. I should give myself a health buff as soon as that oxygen runs out. It might just manage to carry me through. 6.5 kilometers to go, 2 oxygen remaining. Come on. Ah! I need this to work. 1. I'm gonna be 5 kilometers out when I run out. I can see the station. I have 1 oxygen remaining. Come on. 4 kilometers. It says 0. I haven't started taking damage yet. There I have. Alright, eat. 120. Come on. Come on. 2.5 kilometers to go. Come on. Alright, I've got enough jetpack. Let's just full bore. None of this hovering anymore. 80. 74. Come on. Come on. 800 meters. 50. 46. No. No, 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 no. Oh! Oh my god, that was close. I couldn't talk at the end. Oh, 18 health. 18 health. Ow. Oh man, my heart is pounding. Oh man, my heart is pounding. Okay. Okay. I need to go get in my cryotube before a hailstorm comes and kills me. Oh, that was horrific. Let's never do that again. What? I had 6% left in my bottle as well. I was so close to running out of hydrogen too. Okay. Okay. That's enough of that. Oh man. I think we'll call it there for today. I think that's enough. I think I'm gonna be traveling. Oh man. I'll be back with some more of this. Assuming my heart can take it. Very soon. And I will see you then. I've got so much to do. Whew. Wow. That was a thing.